And the Eastern Cape has been consistent in improving over the last few years where their results are concerned. Siphosethu Booi is standing by, and Siphosethu, Ahmed touched on a number of issues that learners around the country still go through, right? And the Eastern Cape is no different, from infrastructure challenges to a number of children having to walk for distances to access places of learning. And they get there, there's still no water, there's still no electricity. You're at a high school in the Eastern Cape. Place yourself for us and tell us about the state of preparedness.
We are, Dudu, you are correct when you say that the majority of the Eastern Cape students do suffer, rather pupils do suffer from a variety of things, like, of course, like you mentioned, electricity, water issues, and also just the circumstances surrounding their areas of place of birth, etc. So now we are at Loiso Secondary High School that is situated here in Zwide, and the school principal will be joining me just to give us a clear picture and idea of how prepared this class of 2022 here in Loiso is. There are 169 Matric pupils that will be writing tomorrow their first English paper 1, but the school is as big as having a big number of 1,386 learners. Joining me now is, of course, the school principal, Mr. Mali. Sir, please just give us a bit of an indication in terms of how prepared the school is for the exam English paper 1 tomorrow.
We as a school, we are prepared. We have prepared our learners quite well. I think that when they go into that exam room, they will be ready. We have been holding afternoon classes besides the normal classes that they have during the day, and also weekend classes. So one of the things that we have basically that is in our plans is to also have a camp within the school, particularly for those subjects that are being regarded as critical subjects. Other than that, they are ready. It's all system schools for tomorrow.
And as they prepare for the exam for tomorrow, so how has been the response as far as the attendance of these extra classes been from the pupils, as well as, of course, their parents, in support of the teachers, as well as the class of 2022?
Yes, the response has been quite good. The parents have been very supportive. They've been very supportive to an extent that we try as a school time and again to engage them. Because one of the things that we actually put emphasis on as a school is we don't compromise on the concept of attendance. We try to make sure that all of them are there, because as a school we've got a bigger vision. Other than that, I need to say really, we are enjoying the support from the parents, even the school governing body as well.
You did mention the fact that you are a new principal at this particular school, Eloise, so you joined it around June. So how did the school perform last year in the exams, in the final exams rather, and also June and trial this year?
From last year in 2021, the school did not perform well. And I guess one would attribute that maybe to quite a number of factors, COVID and what have you. But at least this time around, we are on what we call Operation Zajigezinto. Yes, we are on a positive note. Around about September, the trial exam, we managed to attain something like 66%. But we are not content with that, because ours is to get anything close to 75 and above 75. It's only then that we will begin to understand that we are on a right footing.
Any last words for the class of 2022 in and around South Africa, including the learners of your school? Any encouraging words? Are you guys nervous as teachers as well? And how is their behavior also? And I'll also be interviewing them a bit later on. But from a teacher's perspective, a principal's perspective, how have they been throughout the preparations during these past weeks?
All that I can say is that, I know everybody has got somewhat goosebumps at this time. It's very, very busy. But we as a school, right, we try to motivate them and to work on their minds, you know, so that they also buy the bigger vision that we have as a school. But the message that I can send out to all the matriculants is that they've got nothing to fear. They've got nothing to be worried about. You know, these exams, I'm definitely sure if they exert their energy, full energy, they will come out more victorious. So that is the message that I would send to them, and wishing all of them as such throughout South Africa all the best for the year 2022 matric results.
Thank you very much, sir. And of course, I must make mention of the fact that now that the principal has spoken, and now it reminds me of my matric years as well. I'm a bit nervous for them, but also excited at the same time. Now, Loyiso High School, just to give you a bit of a background about the school, it used to be one of the best performing schools here in Nelson Mandela Bay, alongside Cowan High School, Newell, as well as KwaZakele High. So those four big schools have been the schools that the Nelson Mandela Bay Metro has been cheering pretty well, and also just delivering all those good marks to do.
Absolutely, that feeling of nervousness, but in the end accomplishing, and if not, you can always get back up and try again.